awake in a cloud. My feet don't even wanna move on the road anymore. Like a recurring struggle with the rise for the flames. Inhaling past ashes will be the poison in my veins. Time waits for the end and nothing else. Nostalgia bleeding through vibration for whatever it was we felt. Don't fuck yourself with your contagious disease. That'll be the last time you see me begging on my knees. Accustomed to the shaking feet in public, swaying in the breeze when posture keeps me grounded like the roots of a decaying tree. It's all so beautiful until you realize that everything's temporary or make-believe. Take what you please as if you needed my permission in the first place. Disconnected in the worst way, still afloat like a rotten apple core. That's me taking a back seat, lips stitched together, chewing on bullets you keep spitting out of that pretty mouth. Twist it around, go on and pierce me with that stainless steel silver tongue. Pretend like it's already been done, the killing has just begun. Skydiving from the middle of the sun, cut the corner, we'll catch our death. The time capsule of us in the ocean, let Mother Nature scatter what's left. So fragile and innocent, what happens to that little kid? You grew up, develop your fangs and a chronic thirst for new blood. And I've seen true love tiptoeing through the shadows with a jagged blade. Respect is passe, secondary to the fashion statement, cast me away. Who would have ever thought that meaning well was in bad taste? No longer admire your back's a break, so compliment that melting mask on your face. Read me like a misspelled high school poetry notebook, relating more to my teachers than to the words of my peers. An X-ragdoll, effortlessly by the bed of rusty nails, to accepting needles in my subconscious, puncturing former optimism. Those poppies carrying secrets off to the windy city just to be forgotten, mirroring my direction ever since the wings sprouted. From a sinking slouch, supporting me more than what's creeping out of the creases of your mouth. The fleeting sound of a single drop in a distant wishing well, echoing off the walls of continual miscommunication. Set ablaze from the inside out with the flames to history's pages. The bar, where your neck is for the better times to get back in the lattice. We get lost into the future when you're breaking neck, stars around and bring us to the moon. Breathing in the aftermath, filling the cycle with the sutures. Washed up in an isolated shore, blind and bleeding all over each other below the white cat covers. The memory made of expectations fading yesterday, so leave your dreams and pain to keep the nightmares from coming in. Rocking the bar, where your neck is for the better times to get back in the lattice. We get lost into the future when you're breaking neck, stars around and bring us to the moon. Breathing in the aftermath, filling the cycle with the sutures. Washed up in an isolated shore, blind and bleeding all over each other below the white cat covers. The memory made of expectations fading yesterday, so leave your dreams and pain to keep the nightmares from coming in. Rocking the bar, where your neck is for the better times to get back in the lattice. We get lost into the future when you're breaking neck, stars around and bring us to the moon. Breathing in the aftermath, filling the cycle with the sutures. Washed up in an isolated shore, blind and bleeding all over each other below the white cat covers. The memory made of expectations fading yesterday, so leave your dreams and pain to keep the nightmares from coming in. Rocking the bar, where your neck is for the better times to get back in the lattice. We get lost into the future when you're breaking neck, stars around and bring us to the moon. Breathing in the aftermath, filling the cycle with the sutures. Washed up in an isolated shore, blind and bleeding all over each other below the white cat covers. The memory made of expectations fading yesterday, so leave your dreams and pain to keep the nightmares from coming in.
We saw a brick on top of brick, never realized the building we were building. We took turns working the door, the revolving hackbutt, the musical saw. Someone had to keep their foot in. I felt like the pepper box in a stick-up, wearing my own stock and bonds as mask. They all took too long to reload, holding up their own tropes. Old money first, obvious questions last, never a full stop. We stood handing out street signs to each other. No one had a dead end, everyone folded with bolts. drowning river cards ordered onto rocks. We each wore a war president's mask, the right amount of sun or overcast over our face, slandering our breath. I don't gamble nor breathe, only gasp and gulp this overdrawn goal. I buy gloves and someone to kill without looking. She held me up, her eyes half closed. I felt like an empty register, setting precedents. Every president's a war president. We hold up banks each time we deposit a paycheck. Stilts on the house over owned land, well known to flood over. We floated like anchors, only for a second, in what we were able to see. Brick on top of brick, we cursed the high car. Please blow a hole through my next breath. Plumbing in my waist, build me a door I can lock. The walls we built around nothing. My fort was myself, all elaborate parpet, the West Bank's very first wall. He wore pilaster crown molding, trying not to turn blue in the antique chair. I snort my dust, hand a bump to the lane next to me. Everything was worth slowing down for, but instead we chose to crash. I took the floor, let him hold down the couch. It was gravity, this culture, weighing us down. Some wore it as gold around their necks, others 19th century slave iron or steel, stolen from our outer space. Can one hit dark matter, stolen from our float, drowning in the winning river car, drowning in the bridge over a river now dry enough to walk. I was every flame, every missile bringing us down, and did it ducked under and down comforter. I hold all of you in my heaviest arms, loaded into my A134 Gatling gun. Every breath too heavy to hold. I don't bluff or gamble, only breathe and know one day I won't. I know nothing of the game, the parts of me lose even if they don't know they're playing. Breaking down the door card, no hand to knock, blown off arms. They knew I only had a candy bar or cap gun. I still hold all of you, way down in my throat, down as far as my heart, weighing down my throat. Every next brick-headed weight we sawed till there was nothing to see, down to the last ring around her ever dotted I. Asked for their back, so I my way out. All the bricks try to breathe, can't all at once. The building never knows it touches the sky, even though it was, and has always been from the very first brick.
About control of the Middle East or American conspiracy.
Maryland officially becomes a dictatorship.
All right, then, what's your limit? How much justice would you stand for?
These murdering
These are the stories that offer different explanations.
Now we can see a new world coming into view.
The project for the new American century.
These are the stories you hear in whispered conversations.
I never wanted to say a thing till now, but it's been pissing me off how we're viewed in this world. And they ain't really been portraying you much better, so I understand that it's comfort you speak up while we kill. We ain't all selfish businessmen with crosses. Most of us just dream of liberty like if it's real. I carry this picture right to his front door, nail it to his forehead to show him people's will. We don't vote, we rally round the families with shotguns from Walmart and a hard on for Annie. I'll spare you the bullshit, let's call it bullshit. Balls deep in politics with a fox spin. Riley Shepard, man on a mission to break this world of vision. I know the MO, it's my government, don't get it twisted. We too damn removed to fit up in they prism. We beaming shout outs to life, calling for resistance.
An unbalanced use of talent, streamline for dream time cut short. We work as a life sport, going for the gold. The government spends money the common folk can never hold. Heaven forbids what your God forgives. Money makers who soul jack. Organic products confiscated by predated comics, contaminated and sold back. And these are the keepers of the books who pointed fingers at the crooks, no matter how many citizens it took to build this false sense. The eye of the observer sees murder. The herd of the assertive get led in a bloodshed. Unheard of those deserted, Plutoed and left for dead. Departed headshots in newspapers.
The World Trade bombings are fake. A lie to our face, fire in the sky, and the firefighter can't escape. Footage of the Pentagon, they lost all the tape. Pause for the souls that have crossed through the gates. Gang run, WorldCom case. files have been lost. Planned demolition was an inside joke. Debris flying, people dying, shit exploding. What the fuck? Last survivor saving lives, and there's no way I'm giving up.
If we are going to transform America into tomorrow's dominant force, that's their phrase, then it's going to be a long process unless there is a catastrophic and catalyzing event, dash like Pearl Harbor. American conspiracy. American conspiracy.
We're talking about the total end of America, total martial law. I've got to calm down. Hold on.
When we become a straight drone, the curious soar prone, alone above the cityscape, the color and the shape of our native skyline, the pulse of a city repeated in bass lines. It takes time to maps one lineage. The worship man is in fact the most silliest. Place your worth on material built on hallowed earth, when in truth it's all cold, dark and fake. You mistake me as a mirage. I was placed at odds between concrete and the missing. What you see is a jungle I find uplifting. Our illusion sense, the downtrodden fall. No time to think, we just swim. Our illusion sense, the downtrodden fall. No time to think, we just swim. Struggle to my last breath, it's no contest. I'm the one who wants to step, they just snorting. Me, I breathe sonic, disease chronic. Control crowds with these street harmonics. Results symphonic, I know you want it. Verses too poignant, pronounced verbs anointed. Action flows through voices, we left a few choices. Vernacular flows too boisterous. Beneath brazen, revitalized oceans and down to drowning. Honesty's astounding, drums and temples keep pounding. Precise wordplay never strays from gutter. Very few consider brothers. Man's behavior never mimics your so-called savior. I've uncovered our essence. Now let me stress this with every last sentence in these lungs. I refuse to play sheep. I don't sleep. Separate myself from the weak. If the myth inherit, tell me exactly what and when. There is no compromise for this mind, tongue or pen. No compromise. No compromise. No compromise. That way is so warm, so hilariously warm. Let's sabotage their mirage, destroy through organized noise. Our freedom to flee the mundane is so near, so close to being free to go where. In fact, this is how we go where. 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 Go where. Go where. Go where. Go where. No. The most silliest.
going to play a typical number with a typical amount of loud and low passages.
Sequencing this color gray, where the dirt and hurt, and who's animating the sky. Keep telling myself I am the one who's alive, in the moon, in the mirror, reflection of who's the leader. The city thinks she wins, but some other is nearer to the flame. Throw grains and pay fashion for God. The joy I found in St. Francis and fog. Pages, they falling in stages, but numbers won't let other. Sayings of sayings, they wait with the winging, but letters don't number the pages, they falling in stages, but numbers won't let other. Alright, sayings of sayings, they wait with the winging, but letters don't number the alright. Author, he's folding life into box borderline and cover the cover until no other can see where he begins. Author, he's folding life into box borderline and cover the cover until no other can see where he begins.
they buried me in. Made a garden to remind me of myself. I ain't never been accused of not trying hard enough. Had my guts served up in a gold-plated cup. Cancers, cancers, tiny dancers, two devils on my shoulders and defeated me answers.
I am over the sum of the words of a call, from the beat to the band, from the head to the floor. Night trains, white plays, dead brain sound, though I might not sound, but I raise great hair.
Baby boy been force-fed to my death, born to a storm and a mess. Torn from the belly of a mother, undercover to the poor sweat, covered in a poor sweat with a stench of regret.
I killed for you, now I'm breathing in the dust as you run away.
We are the ones who go down with the ship, regrets we will never admit. Do more for others than you do for yourself. Some of us suffer the wealth, some of us suffer so that others can eat. We were erased to retreat, ages of timeless defeat. Chesky's a beast, our fight is not lost, willing to pay the cost. Play the slots, pray for props, take your shots. This rap is real, shit you can feel. Can't buy your steel, we're taking the wheel and steering it into the ocean. We're floating and hoping the windows still open, cause we got no time to kill. Time for real, grind for meals, climb uphill, never sit still, shooting for feeling. I'm killing myself, it's okay, there's only today.
You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time. You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time.
Raise a toast, break the glass, raise a folk, make them last. Like I'm a ghost with no fangs, from back when the drums used to bang. When we weren't engulfed in the name, we were just stoking the flame. We weren't the horse for the fame, see those were just doors with a chain.
But when you boat or a plane, helping me float or maintain every moment eroding so slowly, eventually going away. Never forgot what I came from, brains, brawn, pain, love. Some gave up, but I'll maintain, game tough.
Dancers, dancers, tiny dancers, devils on my shoulders and defeated the answers. Dancers, dancers, tiny dancers, two devils on my shoulders and defeated the answers. Time. You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time. You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time. Time, time. You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time. Time, time. You thought I threw it all away, but every single second slaved has been worth living time.
Tu marches sur la pointe des pieds, même sans talons, j'adore. Je me suis endormi dans ta main, ma statue d'eau, statu quo. Une onde sèche avance à 100, exorbitant, étranglé de nom avec un serpent. Exorbitant, exorbitant, des amants désarmants, des amants désarmants se regardent à l'infini. Et jamais je ne peux passer aux aveux. Les amants désarmants, tu me prends au jeu. J'avais dit stop. 2 épées d'argent sur ma nuque, en cinémascope, et une foule de bouches tout en touche. désarmant. Des amants désarmants se regardent à l'infini. Ah. Et jamais elle ne peut passer aux aveux. À Pierrot à l'échelle, gens qui portent des livres. À la pizza, les Big Mac. À DZ et la clique. Au petit pas, au même moment. Gamin en vélo. Aux vieilles vignes. Au palais silencieux. Tentative d'évasion. Souvenirs enfouis qui nous tiennent en vie. Au même moment. Au rythme des secondes, je vagabonde dans le tricot des siècles. Le vague à l'âme dans ce vacarme. Moment du monde. Au rythme des secondes. Au rythme des secondes. Au moment du monde. Au rythme des secondes. Le scarabée cherche un lingot. L'escargot porte un diamant. Au chapeau volant, au titan démuni. À Lolo qui j'espère a trouvé un travail de jour. Au puits, à ma sauce, quand on y arrive ensemble. Au même moment que nos meilleurs. Au rythme des secondes, je vagabonde, le vague à l'âme, dans le tricot des siècles. Au moment du monde. Au rythme des secondes. Au moment du monde. Au rythme des secondes. Au moment du monde. Au rythme des secondes.
Saw a man on Broadway Street. He was a swinging that gold tip cane. Saw a man on Broadway Street. Well, I was looking for a place to aim. Saw a man on Broadway Street. He wore his top hat like a crown. Saw a man on Broadway Street. Cocked my rifle back and I shot. I shot him down. I shot him down. I shot him down. There's nothing to worry about, baby, sleep tight. In the land of the sweet dreams and the war pigs, just keep walking. Just remember to tune into us every weeknight. The program is lovely, just tune up and keep talking. And any way you cut it, blood is getting spilled. World is getting smaller, world is getting ill. Pushers keep on shoving, they will never get their fill. Make you mad enough to, mad and I shot him down. I shot him down. I shot him down. I shot him down. Stockbrokers got deep pockets, all the more reason that they won't stop. La-di-da-da. Big bullies got big bodies, all the better targets for the slingshots. La-di-da-da. La-da. We live in a dream world, we live in a dream world. We live in a dream world, but tonight we'll be breaking that seal. We live in a dream world, we live in a dream world. We live in a dream world, but tonight we'll be taking what's real. Some man on Broadway Street was swinging that gold tip cane. Some man on Broadway Street, well, I was looking for a place to aim. Some man on Broadway Street, he wore his top hat like a crown. Some man on Broadway Street cocked my rifle back and I
Global repositioning device, the nice man with VIP entry, permanent eye scan, double-decker bus style, stepping the game up. Diamonds in the rough that are not the same cut. Met on the level, departed on the square. Takers and leavers, all non-believers at heart. Torn apart, so bleak because a funky attitude could add to the mystique. Best not cast eyes upon the blank gaze of the moon man caught up in the uncommon phase. Barstool scholar, horse collar tackling topics, making mountains out of microscopics. Bring the solar powered heart attack machine, place near a bucket while it's doing its thing. Everybody kick it, yeah, that's the ticket. Counterculture rejects, protest and picket. Pick up some liquid at the sit-go, plus $5 gas and poems by Rimbaud. Talk to anybody with arms akimbo, whether standing on the edge or sitting in limbo. One is well versed in preaching to choirs. One communicates with the telephone wires. Two of a kind, leaving behind trails of sunflower seeds and watermelon rinds. Obviously clues a meeting of the minds took place. Clues that were left in case nobody kept record. Minds get blown in directly like still life with woodpecker. Dynamite chest, gorilla skin vest. The beast from the east and the best from the west can't rockin' Japanese joke jackets this fall. 3 sleeves, no holes at all. Mom mentality, rotate randomly and rapidly. Trendy little angelic war of the sharp-dressed devils of the mind. More than one kind of advanced circumstantial navigational tools for fools who cast out rules and instruction. Skip the brief introduction and to meet the maker, creator, the doomsday device, devastation detonator. Holding after parties at the crater, 24 hours at a time until the stars align. Disperse it, whatever comes first, keeping it terse, no need for outbursts. Research proves the worst things that happen. The young and the dumb can still be the captain of the ship. All it takes is simple motivation. Misdirection can affect the situation. Coming up next, elimination round, bound by the limits of the lost and found. Ex-contestants don't come around here anymore, and it's likely there won't be many more. So game over, hit the reset button, go to options and eliminate front-end. Epiphany time, to save the day one must learn to strike hard and then fade away.
Wrapped up in the panic of infinity, I'm just waiting for this pale day to end. You always say you deserve the pain that penetrates your fragile shell, but broken language of an old ghost has, well, he has a different story to tell. All the gentle souls are crushed under the hammers of hell.
shadow. This world takes delicate people and chokes them out with pain and sorrow. Hopeless can't be fought with a knife. Courage can't be forged in fire. You can stay dull, get lost in the night, or stand up to what you truly desire. Your teeth are placed in the ground of the city. Heavy hands make for large holes. Broken hearts can't be heard over the sound of broken bones. You can stay all broken and alone, acquire cryptics with a broken phone. Me, I choose the pain of guts and sharpened nails and discarded bones. A cold clutch will make monsters of men who carry sin like painted skin. The sad shell of a once young spirit who carries decay in a metal case. Now he wears an honest face and carries signs on the side of the road. Everything seems in its right place when you ain't got a space to call you home.
These words should be read over again. These ones, they were never worth my time. These are the people that chose to be lost, and these are the ones that are truly alive. I'm just trying to contextualize all the conflicting weight in my heart and mind. I'm just trying to get by in the sea of pillows with a better nights. In the sea of pillows with a better nights. In the sea of pillows with a better nights. In the sea of pillows with a better nights.
Let there be light.
So then, let there be.
In the darkness, you can still see my light. Even if I don't spark the spliff, you'll still see my light. When I put my mic down, you still see my light. When my molecules are more than this, human turns to a beam of light. I no longer dream at night. I only had visions and premonitions of what the next days will be like, what the next phase will be like. Then I fade into light. Rise in the morning, illuminating your life. When I creep into the corners in the cuts, you'll catch my rays coming off a track that I blaze. When I speak it to you, don't interrupt, I'll burn your retina right through your shades. Just stand right there in front of the speakers and Sunday. Get service like Sunday, every day, not just that one day. In the darkness, you can still see my light. Even if I don't spark the spliff, you'll still see my light. When I put my mic down, you still see my light. When my molecules are more than this, human turns to a beam of light. It's just my human nature to illuminate you and shine through you haters. Like what you do is paper. See, I got a light that's in me. You got a life that's empty. You can't shine when you're blind by spite and envy. So if you're riding with me, then put your lighters up in your pocket, cause the way we spark it's bright enough. We got them fire cuts forged in the furnace. Pardon me if your boy suck, but I was born to burn this. In the darkness, you can still see my light. Even if I don't spark the spliff, you'll still see my light. When I put my mic down, you still see my light. When my molecules are more than this, human turns to a beam of light. In the darkness, you can still see my light. Even if I don't spark the spliff, you'll still see my light. When I put my mic down, you still see my light. When my molecules are more than this, human turns to a beam of light.
still struggling. I blame it on capitalism and the government. My dad went to jail for standing up for his rights when it was still illegal for teachers to strike. Act up, don't even try it, unless you wanna end up like Fred Hampton. They don't take critique well, they start snapping. They'll call a grand jury to question your intentions. Refuse to speak, indefinite detention. I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent from people doing evil. It takes a strong will to stand up for what's right when you worry about what your kids are eating at night. But it takes an even stronger will to do nothing at all when all around you people suffer. Are we really that desensitized? Can we not look into each other's eyes and see how pain has paralyzed us into submission to an unjust and irredeemable social system? I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent from people doing evil. This is where it gets good, where we start to talk about the things we know we should. When we start to admit to ourselves that things are not okay. When we start doing the work to undo what they've put in place. This is where it gets good. This is where we meet each other out in the streets when we decide we need to convene. Carrol Cox told me there would be a lot of boring meetings, but that they were necessary to get organized. This is where it gets good, where we start to talk about the things we know we should. When we start to admit to ourselves that things are not okay. When we start doing the work to undo what they've put in place. This is where it gets good. This is where we meet each other out in the streets when we decide we need to convene. He also told me I can't reach everybody, just do my best, be myself and be honest. I think that's good advice. I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent from people doing evil. I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent from people doing evil. I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent from people doing evil. I was taught young to ask questions and to not back down when authority threatens. I was taught that we are all equal and to withhold my consent.
On the Barbed, you're tapping on a rapid duke. Metal plated index, grappling hook. Staring out the window, rolling like a pinball. Hot foot Luke, trying not to puke. Taking in the sense state of violence, gobbledygook. I'm the shell of a boy, a sleepy hollow spook. A ghost hunting postals, rattling bottles. A tombstone cowboy wrangling youth. Mangling truth with dangling teeth. I eat shoots and leaves and mallows of weeds. I forage in the forest, taking no bear porridge. I feed on the fruit and poop out the seeds. I'm a rambling clam kicking out the jellyfish. Toucan Uncle Sam, second cousin to Death Wish. Genie in a headlamp, rolling down a bed ramp, seeking a seeing-eyed dog to sled with. I'm spendthrift with bandwidth and jam with no headband. I bang on the headboard with change on the bedstand. I play hard and pray hard in a grayed out graveyard. A strange man in a strange land with no game plan. With a fixed income and an unknown outcome. Got so many
pachinko. Licking lost my handling hippo, spelling out bingo. Shining transmutation, found in imperfect translation. Watching and watching blotchy memories drain out the sinkhole. Death cuts and defiance, stumbling cross high wires. Outpacing forest fires on 4 flat tires. Sleepwalking to the coffee shop and shopping for coffins. Impaling my desires on cheap steeple spires. Lying in bile in the belly of Leviathan. Surviving out plankton, playing the violin. Against all odds on the fish hook of God. Dialing 911 just for the sirens. Psychopathic sea hounds, murderous mermaids. Feed on whale flesh as I flee the rib cage. Free dodo clapping frantic, doggy paddling Atlantic. Crawling up the seaside sights on the big stage. Flowing on a conch, hobbaging in audience. Ensconced in the spirit of the dead of the dawn. Screaming in tongues, selling books, synced in dungs. Going smoking to the breeze till my wind is gone. I'm the cousin of sleep. I'm the stepson of death. I'm the father of space. I'm the cousin of sleep. I'm the stepson of death. I'm the father of space.
Well, I worked like a dog nearly all of my life. Well, I worked like a dog nearly all of my life.
Broke my favorite trick, the jaw. Stop questioning its content. The hammer swinging jaw, brain still can't shake the concept. Next year my face was scarred, bloody mirror in bizarre sense of life is what we all thought. God loves war, prettier than honest. Where it comes from I'll never know unless I follow it opposite the way the water flows. Where it comes from we'll never know unless we follow it opposite the way the water flows. Where it comes from I'll never know unless I follow it opposite the way the water flows. Where it comes from we'll never know unless we follow it opposite the way the water flows. They don't know the deal, we try to broker it. They ain't know the deal, we try to broker it. They don't know the deal, we try to broker it. There's no hope for it, the dead poster kid. Fighting the pressure with a missing from t-shirt on. Life was so much easier when I could turn my people off by some new music. Turn the fucking speakers up, listen all day like I was receiving a paycheck. I see the feather on my, I see the feather on my, I see the feather on a 2-week paycheck. I see the feather on my, I see the feather on my, I see the feather on a 2-week paycheck. I seen a gun on a book, but not a book on a gun. I seen a book about a gun, but not a gun about a book. I seen a gun on a book, but not a book on a gun. They both deadly, they both deadly. I heard a gun singing songs, sung a song about guns. Heard a song about guns, sung with a few guns. Heard a gun singing songs, sung with a few guns. They both deadly, they all deadly. Been thinking about death, his nose is twitching. Been thinking about death, his ears is ringing. Been thinking about death, his nose is twitching. Been thinking about death, his ears is ringing. Big wing.
artists, we never knew them. You can only see them with these special glasses. I swear to you, we're being controlled by these things. I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
تخاف لازم توجع الحرية بكرة بتولع والنار تشفي وجودك تعيش من بعد ما تموت ما تسكر عيونك عم نرقص عتابوتك ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت ما تخاف لازم توجع الحرية بكرة بتولع النار تشفي وجودك تعيش من بعد ما تموت كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار فكر عرميغك سك حصار كتر فوق باختصار من وقتها بايدك سك حشار عم ترقص مع الانهيار عم بتلف وتدخل اصرار كترت كتير دوز للابطال موعك بتطفى الاخبار كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار فكر عرميغك سك حصار كتر فوق باختصار من وقتها بايدك سك حشار عم ترقص مع الانهيار عم بتلف وتدخل اصرار ودموعك بتطفى الاخبار ما تسكر عيونك عم نرقص عتابوتك ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت ما تخاف لازم توجع الحرية بكرة بتولع والنار تشفي وجودك تعيش من بعد ما تموت كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار ما تسكر عيونك عم نرقص عتابوتك عم تحلم بالانتصار ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار ما تسكر عيونك عم نرقص عتابوتك موعك بتطفى الاخبار ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت
بنيتنا التحتية
ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت ما تخاف لازم توجع الحرية بكرة بتولع والنار تشفي وجودك تعيش من بعد ما تموت ما تسكر عيونك عم نرقص عتابوتك ولعنا النار ببيوتك من بغداد لبيروت ما تخاف لازم توجع الحرية بكرة بتولع النار تشفي وجودك تعيش من بعد ما تموت كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار تحلم بالانتصار كل يوم عم تلعب بالنار
Hip hop is not dead.
It's alive! It's alive!
Here we go now, quit wrecking my stereo sound. Spitting rhymes like a merry-go-round. Talk about your heavy 4-pound, you're already your cheddar, your megalo style. Fella quit messing around, measure yo, message yo, merit your crown. Many clowns making money, many men wanna rap. Every dummy wanna spit it, but I'm any profound. MCs of an arm in your cones. Talk about the Bacardi and hoes, garbage and flows, party and clothes. Is a beat really that hard to compose? Hip hop comes from the heart and the bones. You can better when I'm rocking my shows. I'm a nemesis, I'm a spit about every bit of it. I'm living in the rhythm, see, you already knows. I keep rocking till I need oxygen. Peace to all the beatboxers, the DJs, the street breakers, the beat makers, and those who keep watching in. Craft writers that paint the city, spray the walls, they make them gritty. Displaying stories that talk to me in a way that's witty. Individual vultures are killing the culture. With no heart in the music, you should move it. You don't wanna unify hip hop. Big a part of the movement, stupid, yeah. You heard what I said, fuck the rumors, this start spread. I'ma tell every motherfucker listening.
Hip hop is not dead.
Stop the fuss bus door, what's the problem? Trust me, all the culture ain't dead, it's just evolving. Like Latin, the language dies when it does not move, so let it live, let it mix, let it choose. Suckers debate over who's so dope and who's so not. Hip-hop, but he's sucked by you know why. Don't be nostalgic about something that you can keep breathing, that's a good enough reason.
standardized neighbors like dog food testers and dust inspectors. Learn me how to act like normal and stop my bills differs on the comms. Help me stop focusing on elbow and look your nose hair and toenails clipping. Learn me how to act like normal, to act like normal, to act like normal. I have been everybody's sticking friend, everybody's scary, paranoid, the detective and friend, clingy, 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 but I keep it up fresh. I didn't mean to harass you, I thought cookie cats would survive in the kick that I said I had done two little holes in the bar. Sorry my mates. Forget the dead animals, I were still but best friend. I was not trying to follow you my mind took some time, but I had to tell you that I'm safe.
Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times.
Most people don't need rescuing, despite what most people think. Most people can live without me, despite what most people think. Most people hate being followed, despite what most people think. Most people don't need rescuing, despite what most people think. Everybody's taking friend, everybody's scary, paranoid. They're dependent, friendly, clingy, but I keep it up, fresh. I didn't mean to harass you, I thought cookie cats would survive in the gift that I sent. I had done too little holes in the bar, sorry, my mates. Forget the dead animals, I was still the best friend. I was not trying to follow you. You kept running, cheeky, hold me, always running from me. I have been touching oneself in public, it's so dirty, sweetie. You were not through with me, changing my mind to sometimes, but I
Passing thought you've been mortalized, more laws demoralized. Life is monetized, let be this quantified reality where we count the hours for the physical frame to maintain within a slow whirlwind, bending all corners of the mind at all times, climbing blinding lights of insight right outside the reach, bleaching out reality, casually stacking up the casualties annually, mentally and physically, lacking specificity, blood equity, recklessly abandoned, hand in the artistic license and rights. This is but a sample of the ample possibilities, strobe light synthesis, worldwide emphasis, culture is an industry, innovative chemistry, unleash the beast once you side with the enemy, with the enemy. Caught with the following stolen properties, with the enemy. Caught with the following stolen properties. Catcher in the ride, the Turner diaries. Wretched of the earth, faces at the bottom of the well. Ishmael, ghost in the shell. The stories I can tell about the hell I've been through. Time is not an issue as I continue my free fall, encased in the twilight, b-ball, flying through space at breakneck pace, lacing up the stars like end-to-end burners. School of hard knocks, still accept the slow learners, molding the affluent, modern day Aristide Bruin. Both of the aims are congruent, voices for the muted, rooted in the sediment. Everyday experience became the experiment. Reticent subject, tested in public, formerly down in it, but now up above it. This is but a sample of the ample possibilities, strobe light synthesis, worldwide emphasis, culture is an industry, innovative chemistry, unleash the beast once you side with the enemy. Can you call your muse the master or the ingenue? What's the difference when inspiration feels like a limitless commodity? Modern day anomaly, poet with a real world rhetoric, earthbound medicine, clip the mothership, the jettison. Star child who was wild at heart, dig the never-ending search for what you can kickstart. Major pass, heart of glass reattached to its concrete frame, symbolizes a match. Major pass, heart of glass reattached to its concrete frame symbolizes the match. This is but a sample of the ample possibilities, strobe light synthesis, worldwide emphasis, culture is an industry, innovative chemistry, unleash the beast once you side with the enemy.